now we have to do, I'm going to stop the process. Let's prepare the logcat to simulate process that. I'm going to switch here to app. I'm going to run the app under my real device. Let's go, which is a very good idea. If you can run your end-to-end test in a real device, you're going to be more confident if you do so. All right, where is this? Where is the splash screen? I'm going to relaunch the application. For some reason, it has skipped the splash screen. We have now the splash screen visible. What I'm gonna do here, let's check first of all just the pagination. If we click on this particular image, it's not gonna show the wishlist toggle or toggle wishlist. Now, here is the second page. After reaching the bottom, it's going to load the page, and we have the second page. If you see some inconsistencies in the UI, just nothing substantial here, to be honest. What I'm gonna do here, let's simulate, for example, the process that. Let's click, for example, on this sunglasses to see the detail. And we have the product, add to wishlist. If we click, for example, add to wishlist, it's gonna show us, please log in to proceed. Now let's simulate the process that. What you have to do, minimize the application. Under the logcat, sometimes Android Studio is against you. You have to click with the right click and choose kill process. Let's run again the application. Let's navigate to the sunglasses. And what we have to do here is minimize the application in your device and click on, here we go. I don't know why, there is no explanation. Click on kill process. Now the process has been terminated. Now click on the application under your device, and we should be on the previous screen, the detail of the product. So the process that is working fine, or handling process that is working fine. Now what we have to do is let's click on, or let's log in. I have the correct credentials right here. This is the email. I'm gonna fill in the password. Let's log in. I'm going to click on the menu. Let's try to switch the theme. We haven't seen the dark theme yet. I'm gonna keep it on dark theme. It's basically the same thing that we have done under Vue 3 application. And let's toggle, for example, this product. The product is added to your wishlist. Now let's click on wishlist manager. We have my wishlist and we have the product. Let's click on delete. Are you sure you want to delete sunglasses from your wishlist? Click on delete. Going to wait for a while, and here we go. We have there is no product in your wishlist. This is our application. As you can see, it's nothing compared to the other apps. It has few features and whatnot, but look at the work that we have done. It requires a little bit of to be experienced, to be honest. Now we are under the product. Let's look for something here. Let's do, for example, S, and we have the suggested products. Let's click on search. We have the list of suggestions. Not the suggestions, but those are the products that matches the criteria of, I think it's title. I can't remember actually what we have done under the Laravel app. And let's do, for example, something that does not exist. Let's click. Sorry, could not find what you're looking for. And let's click on the home page to come back to the home page. And that's pretty much it. Let's log out. Yeah, for some reason, okay, there is something wrong here. All right, since we have that problem, I think it's a good idea to run for it an end-to-end test. I'm gonna add here another test. As usual, going to launch the activity. Page is ready, can log in. assert can log out. Let's create this function under the robot. We need to open the menu. We need to look for the menu item, and we have to wait, and we have to perform click. I'm gonna copy the whole thing. You can make it as a reusable function, if you will, in order to open the menu, wishlist menu. So let's come back to the user menu, the last drop down, which is modifier, and instead content description, logout menu item. Alt and enter, create a stream value resource. It has to be under the core UI, authentication robot, content description, logout user menu. I'm going to wait for 5 seconds in order to be displayed. I'm going to click, wait until for the condition. I'm gonna call here user menu. User menu should be is not displayed. Login button. I'm gonna call this login button. We need to make sure that the login button is visible and the other one is not visible. I'm going to wait for this. First of all, I'm going just to assert is displayed. All right. Okay, let's come back to the end-to-end test. Let's see what we have here. Test user can log out. It's going to log in. It has to click on the menu. All right, what I'm gonna do here is basically, I'm going to centralize everything in the, first of all, toolbar view model or the toolbar events. I'm gonna copy this, come back to the auth or toolbar view model. In the toolbar view model, there is no need for this one. Come back to the auth events. I'm gonna add this particular event, which is on logout. As I said before, it's going to be centralized in the auth view model. Under the auth and the toolbar view model, I'm gonna copy the implementation of this event. We don't need use cases and dispatchers and the current job. All right, let's come back to the auth view model. I'm gonna add here a case for auth event on logout. I'm gonna paste the implementation here. And instead, after logging out, I'm gonna do auth state and update it authenticated user equal null. All right. You're gonna do logout. All right, we have some couple of refactoring to do. Let's come back to the header section. Instead of this, we're gonna do on auth event and auth event, and we don't have to use this. Come back to the auth event, delete this event, and let's come back to the auth view model. All right, here we go. Now it should work. Starting the test. It's going to authenticate the user. Clicking on the menu. And the test passed. Let's run all the tests related to authentication end-to-end test. And we have to run, if you will, to do some refactoring after doing this. We need to refactor basically the toolbar view model because we don't need the use cases as well as the dispatchers. And perhaps we have done some integration tests. That's gonna be it for the video, at least. If you the final code is gonna be on the GitHub repository. Let's just make sure that we have all the cases under the authentication passing the specs. Now we have the email and password. This should work. This user can log out. All right. This user can register. All right. This user should be able to log in when providing correct credentials. And all tests pass. I don't think that we have done something wrong. I'm going to run the application. This is basically the part that we have failed to do. We haven't seen the splash screen for some reason, but anyway, let's authenticate. All right, so I'm gonna provide the email. I need to see the password. This is the password, login. And we have to log out. Let's click on log out and it should disappear. All right, it's working fine. And we have the snack bar. All right, let's refactor right now the toolbar view model. Gonna delete this, delete the dispatchers. We don't need actually nothing here. Let's see the toolbar view model test. I don't think that we're going to test anything here. Let's open the auth view model test. I'm gonna copy this test. I'm gonna paste it here because we have to. All right. Let's see. All right. It's all tests passed. We are safe to delete this toolbar view model test. I'm going to run all the tests here. We have tested before. We have tested before the auth view model. Now we have tested the product view model test. Now for the wishlist manager view model test, we have tested this one. No, this is not going to be tested. What is the products view model? We have tested the products view model. We have tested the auth view model. Now we have to test the main activity view model or the main view model. And that's all. That's the last test, the last integration test. Okay, thank God. Now let's go to the authentication. All right, the authentication end-to-end test. Here we go. After this, we're going to run the app and wrap up the video. All right, we are under the splash screen. We are testing that the user can log out after logging in, which was the last update that we have done under this video, which is very important. Log in the user, we have to log out, and the test passed. Now for the other test, which is we are testing now the user can register. We have done it actually, if you will. Just in case, we're going to repeat everything because as I said before, the ultimate outcome is to test all the tests at once to see if they don't interfere with each other. Right now we are testing the user should be able to log in when providing correct credentials. And I think that's all. 3 tests. That's pretty much it. Let's go to the main activity or the main end-to-end. Let's run this one. Splash screen. We have 3 tests, I guess. Now we are testing main app screen should have list of products. All right. Scroll in and the test passed. Now we're testing the authenticated user can switch theme. All right, authenticating, and we have to dark theme. And I think this is the last one. Test can navigate to product detail. I think it has to pass. All right, so we are good so far. Let's run the other tests. It has only one to navigate to the product detail screen. All right, for the first test, we are going to test the product detail. So the test is running. Now it's going to navigate to the product detail and ascertain that has the correct detail. As I said before, the entire code is going to be available under the GitHub repository. And I have fragmented the code under multiple branches. Now for the other one, which is the product search screen, it has, I think, 4 tests. For the first test, clicking on suggested product should navigate to product detail. Basically, typing on the search screen, typing on the input search, the S letter. After, it has to navigate to sunglasses. And the test has to pass. For the second one, submitting search query should display matching products. All right, so it has to pass. And for the other one, typing in search bar should show product suggestions, basically for the autocomplete that we have implemented. It should pass. And the last one, submitting some non-existent product title, a search query should show the warning message. That's perfect. Now for the last end-to-end test, and we are done with end-to-end test. Let's run this wishlist end-to-end test. All right, we have two tests here. This authenticated user can navigate to wishlist manager screen, and the user has to be able to delete that particular one. Now the user should log in. Navigate into the wishlist manager screen. Type in on this button and the test should pass. That's perfect. The last one, which is authenticated user can toggle wishlist, basically on and off. It's going to authenticate first of all, then clicking on this product, perfume, and the other one, headphones. And the test passed. Now we are sure that the application is working fine. So far, never say never, all right? Now I'm going to stop, perhaps. Let's give it some time to collect itself. I'm going to run the application for the last time. Switch to app. I'm going to run the application. I'm very sorry for this device, it's very slow, but this is the device that I'm testing pretty much all my applications with. I prefer to run the application under a real device, to be honest, because sometimes it does not reflect how the application look like. For the record, we don't have here the splash screen. I'm gonna stop the app because I'm not happy with this. I'm gonna run again the application to see the splash screen. Here we go. We have right now the splash screen. Now what I have to do is just to go through the available options of the app. It's going to run you can see the animation, the list of products. Let's see the pagination. Now we are paginating and we have the other 3 remaining items. Let's do here, for example, let's type S. It's going to give us the suggested products. I'm going to click on the magnify icon. Now it's going to give us basically the same thing that we have seen under the end-to-end test, almost. I'm going to click, or I'm going to type something non-existing in our database. It should give us the warning message. Come back to the home screen. It should give us the lists as usual. Now let's authenticate. I'm going to fill. For the register, I'm not going to do it, basically because it's very simple. It does not need anything. It's pretty straightforward. For the password, it is password. I'm going to make sure I have typed the correct one. All right, let's log in. I'm going to switch back to the dark theme. All right, next, I'm going to go to the wishlist manager. We have an empty wishlist. All right, let's come back to add some stuff. Let's say, for example, under the product detail, I'm going to add this particular one to the wishlist. Product is added to the wishlist, and again, you can remove it from here. The product has been removed from wishlist. I'm going to add it one more time. Let's come back to the wishlist manager. We have the wishlist. Let's delete this particular item. Click on delete. And we have the warning message. It's going to wait for 1 second before being displayed. And we have the Looty animation, which is good. Right now, I'm going to log out. And I don't see any bug, to be honest. I'm going to clear the text. I'm going to stop the application. And pretty much, this is the application Pocket Goods under the Kotlin version of Android operating system. And that's gonna pretty much wrap up our tutorial, or this second section, because right now we are halfway through. For the next tutorial, we're going to do the same thing under the SwiftUI for the iOS version of Pocket Goods. In my opinion, you're going to like how smooth development under SwiftUI and Swift in general. The only thing actually to worry about in Swift is the race condition phenomenon. And I think they have handled that particular problematic correctly under SwiftUI. Another thing which is very good in Swift, in general, you won't need extra dependencies. The only dependency that we're going to need there is swinject for dependency injection. And that's all. And a few other dependencies here and there. But it's not like actually Android, you need to have a lot of dependencies. See you in the next iOS version of Pocket Goods under Swift and SwiftUI. Happy coding!